Here's why date nights aren't working and what actually brings couples closer together again. Have you ever noticed the advice everyone gives struggling couples is exactly the same? You guys just need a date night. And don't get me wrong, I love date nights. They can be so much fun. But after working with couples for over a decade, I can tell you something that surprises almost everyone. I've seen couples who never miss a date night and still feel completely alone in their marriage. So if you're wondering why dinner reservations, weekend getaways, and planned quality time aren't fixing the distance between you, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Margarita Kogan, a licensed couples therapist, and today we're talking about what actually helps couples reconnect, and it's not date nights. The problem isn't that date nights don't matter. It's that we expect them to carry the weight of the entire relationship. Think about it. You can spend 2 hours at a nice restaurant on Friday night, but what happens Saturday morning? Do you walk past each other in the kitchen without really seeing one another? Do your conversations immediately go back to groceries, work, kids, and what the plans are? Do you spend the rest of the week living beside each other instead of with each other? Because if that's happening, one dinner can't undo 6 days of emotional distance. That's like watering a plant once a month and wondering why it's dying. One of the biggest misconceptions about healthy relationships is that they're built during the big moments: anniversaries, vacations, grand gestures, and date nights. Those moments are wonderful, but they're not where relationships are actually built. Relationships are built in the ordinary moments. They're built when your partner walks into the room and you look up from your phone, when they tell you a random story about their day and you stay curious instead of half listening, and when they make a joke and you laugh with them instead of brushing it off and walking past it because you're busy, when they reach for your hand and you squeeze it back, and when they ask, "How was your meeting?" and you genuinely wait for the answer. These moments seem insignificant, but they're anything but that. Gottman's research has shown that healthy couples consistently respond to each other's small bids for connection. And a bid might be, "Look at this. Can I tell you something? What do you think about this?" Even something as simple as a smile from across the room. Every time we turn toward these moments instead of away from them, we are making a small deposit into the relationship bank account. Not because the moment itself is life-changing, but because it quietly answers one of the deepest questions that every single human person carries. Do I still matter to you? Here's what I see in my therapy office all of the time. Couples don't stop loving each other overnight. They slowly stop letting each other into their inner world. This happens in 3 different ways, and below I've attached a free quiz for you to take to find out which category you're possibly falling into. If the conversations have become shorter and the curiosity has disappeared, the laughter maybe became less frequent, and life has gotten busy, kids need things, work becomes overwhelming, all of these things pulling at our attention. And before we know it, we're functioning like excellent teammates, but no longer feel like partners. That's why so many people tell me nothing is technically wrong, but something is missing. It's just blah. We're just existing. Here's the good news. If distance was created through small moments, connection can be rebuilt through the exact same way. Not by waiting for your next vacation, not by hoping things magically improve when life slows down, but through tiny moments repeated consistently. A 6-second kiss before work, 10 uninterrupted minutes together after the kids go to bed, asking one meaningful question instead of talking about logistics, looking at each other when you say goodbye, and thanking each other for the ordinary things. Laughing together while you're unloading the dishwasher. None of these moments seem dramatic, but together, they completely change how a relationship feels. If your relationship has started feeling more like roommates than partners, don't assume you need a grand big gesture. You probably need more meaningful, ordinary moments, because extraordinary marriages aren't built by extraordinary events. They're built by ordinary moments that happen over and over again. And those small moments become the story of your relationship. If you're not sure what's actually keeping you disconnected, I've created a relationship pattern quiz that helps you identify where your relationship is getting stuck and gives you a practical place to start reconnecting. I'll link it below. And if this video has helped you think about your relationship a little bit differently, subscribe, because every week I share practical tools to help busy couples reconnect in ways that actually last. I'll see you in the next video. What to do when you love each other, but you don't feel close.